Have you ever met someone who, for whatever reason, you just didn't like? Several summers ago, I was on a train chugging from New York through Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and the verdant hills of West Virginia. Late in the afternoon, reading a book about meditation, loving kindness, and compassion, I felt particularly spiritual. Looking up from the book, I saw a woman with stringy gray hair, wearing a blue t-shirt and black sweatpants. Her face was worn, and she seemed to have a scowl on her face. I don't know what it was, but something about her rubbed me the wrong way. A few minutes later, I went into the lounge car for a snack, turned around, and heard a woman with an English accent say, "Do you mind if I sit with you?" It was her. Hesitantly, I said, "Sure. Of course you can sit with me." She was a professor of psychology from England who had come for a conference. I asked her, what was the conference about? And she responded, one of the speakers gave a wonderful session on meditation, loving kindness, and compassion. My jaw dropped. She then explained almost word for word what I had read just minutes ago. The book had also said, "The teacher will appear when the student is ready." I felt like God was speaking right to me. She was Jesus. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. By the Lord has this been done, and it is wonderful in our eyes. Marianist Father Ken Templin sometimes goes around greeting everybody he meets with the words, "Hi, Jesus." He believes, and we believe in faith, that each person, the person sitting next to you right now, the woman on the train you don't like, is Jesus. Sometimes I reject Jesus. The Lord tells a story to the chief priests and elders about a landowner who puts tenants in charge of his vineyard. Later he sends servants who are beaten, stoned, and killed by the tenants. So the landowner sends his own son, who meets the same fate. What is the problem with these tenants? Their problem is my problem. The story could go something like this. God sent a special messenger to Brandon to share a message of loving kindness and compassion just for him. When the messenger came, Brandon took one look at her, judged her, and closed his mind and heart. He rejected her. He rejected Jesus. And yet, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. By the Lord has this been done, and it is wonderful in our eyes. Many of you know the pain of bullying, the cancer that it is in a community, the way it hurts the heart of both bully and victim. It is a very serious form of rejection that drives some to depression and others to think there's no way out. They're just words, right? Wrong. Bullying is a rejection of Jesus himself, the stone rejected by the builders who later became the cornerstone. Last week, we were invited to change our minds. This week, we hear Father Ken's greeting, "Hi, Jesus," and we see that Jesus is disguised as the woman on the train, as our parents and friends, as the person right next to you, or in the mirror. Let's do our very best to love, accept, and make him the cornerstone of our life. Our Lady of Perpetual Help, pray for us.